Hey guys, it's your girl Corporate Carolyn, like you've never seen her before. Clearly, it's not a work day, and the reason you see me looking all wild like this is because in a previous video I had mentioned that I am finally going to dye my hair. Because you know the roots are very gray, and you may not believe this, but without the help of that L'Oreal Magic Root Rescue 10-minute coloring kit, is permanent color, my hair is over 60% gray, but I am 58, so that makes sense, right? But the reason it's out like this is because I had to unplait it, loosen up the plaits, and then lightly comb it through, and it turned into this. And so I said, well, I may as well leave it out while I talk about my morning skincare regimen. Because someone had asked me to talk about products and things. I forget who it was, and I was looking for my water because I'm perpetually thirsty. But anyway, I've already worked out. So the next course of action on a weekend would be that I would go ahead and take a shower and clean my face. But I wanted to mention to you, like, even though like on Sundays I wake up like around 6:30 so I can work out, whether or not my husband wants to walk in the neighborhood, I've already gotten it out of the way. You can't let your workout routine be contingent on the whims and the plans of another person. So I go ahead and get my workout out of the way. Even though I'm waiting to get that software update for my treadmill, I got on the exercise bike. I did my little mini stepper thing and some of my other PT exercises to rehabilitate my knee. And, so I got my 45 to 50 minutes worth of workout in. And so I could just go ahead and color my hair, then hop in the shower. But my husband probably wants to go for a walk in the neighborhood. And that's a great way to spend time with your spouse, especially when you've been married for over 32 years. And but before I would do that, I revert back to something that I mentioned in my nighttime routine. Oh, also my nails are jacked up because it does no good for me to touch up my polish because it only gets caught in my hair. So, but before I go out for a walk with him, I would use like a little bit of Neutrogena's, their makeup removers, just to get like residue underneath my eyes from last night of sleeping. A little bit of the eyeliner mascara that you thought you got off at night, a lot of that winds up underneath there and also on your top eyelid. So I use that just to do a gentle one over on my face as well as under my eyes. And I had mentioned in the nighttime thing that I only go in, but that's not true. I gently go out too with a Q-tip. So just be gentle. That's the main thing. It doesn't matter what direction you're going under your eye. Just be gentle. That's the main thing I wanted to convey. And then, so like I said, I would do a light clean with this, and then I would still use my Sea Breeze sensitive skin astringent with a cotton ball just to do a once over my face, also getting rid of some of the hair mascara that you see around my edges. And so I would do that, and then I would use my normal moisturizing routine that I'm getting ready to tell you about. So I don't want to go completely out of order. But normally what happens in the mornings, 5 days a week when I'm getting ready for work, to come here by 8:30 to get my job done as Corporate Carolyn, what I would do is just go upstairs, hop in the shower, and I would use Olay's daily facials. And this is what the box looks like. That's why I brought it down. And I keep them in stock. I don't like say, oh, I'm all out. I'm not going to use soap on my face or some other product. I want these all the time. And I've been using them for years. And thanks to the Walmart app, I can keep them, in a constant supply, and they'll put them in my trunk. So that's what the box looks like. But this is what one of the containers looked like that I bought, years ago, and I just keep replenishing the supply. So when I travel, I have a Ziploc bag with these in it, and this is how I clean my face in the shower. And that's the only time that I use like a soap product to clean my skin. So once I do that in the shower, that doesn't do so well to get the gunk out from under your eyes. That's why I do that at night. And then this comes along and gets rid of anything that's left over. So it's a really good product, very gentle. I think I said that they do have products for for gentle or sensitive skin, rather. I don't know why the camera is going dark, sorry. But anyway, what's next? So after I clean with that, then, like I said, I use the Sea Breeze with cotton balls, and as I travel or I'm at home, I keep the container filled with cotton balls, Q-tips, and I use a cotton ball to clean my face. That keeps any kind of like bumps from forming, because as your hair gets in your face, as you have maybe dye or just any number of things, if you touch your face, this keeps you from getting bumps. So I love this, and so I use that. And then under my eye area, I use L'Oreal's Wrinkle Expert Eye Cream. It's for 55 plus, because that's what I am. I'm 55 plus, but you don't have to use that. In fact, as I'm running out of this, which I get a Q-tip and I just go under the eye, and use it on top of the eye, and I use it on the sides with the crow's feet, because a person who smiles as much as I do is going to have some fine lines around their eyes. So I try to hit those little spots. But you don't have to use it. You need an eye cream to get the debris from around there. You could try this other product that I just ordered because Walmart on the app, they didn't have that. But they did have a product by L'Oreal called Revitalift, the Anti-Wrinkle and Firming Eye Cream that helps you to resist signs of aging, softens and smooths eye area. It says it's pro-retinol and some other blah, blah, blah that I haven't heard of. But this I've used, I think, in the past, and there's another one that I listed in the nighttime routine in the description, where I gave the links, like on Amazon, if anybody wants to order any of these. But this is one that you could use as well. But you want to clean and moisturize underneath your eyes, but you're not going to want to put a serum, which I put on my skin everywhere else except for under and above the eyes, because you don't want this stuff in your eyes. So it's L'Oreal's Revitalift as well, the 1.5% pure hyaluronic acid, and I use that on my skin, especially like around here, because I'm smiling a lot, and then my forehead, in between here, like around near the crow's feet, but not so much where it would get in my eyes. Oh, and around your neck, because your neck really shows age faster than your face, unfortunately, because the skin is thinner. And then I use a little bit on my hands, because your hands also show age faster. So that's another thing that I use. And then I have a spare, and again with the dimming, sorry about that, but I always have an unopened container of Neutrogena's Rapid Wrinkle Repair Retinol Moisturizer Sunscreen, which is broad spectrum SPF 30. I've been using an SPF 30 for probably about a decade, and I've been using SPF in general in my moisturizer since my boys were babies, and one is going to be 30 in November and the other is going to be 28. When I took them to their pediatrician, the doctor said, make sure you put sunscreen on them. And I said, but we're black, we don't need that. And so the pediatrician, who was a cute white lady, she said, you guys have built-in SPF protection, which is probably about the equivalent of maybe like an SPF 15. I'm not sure if she said, but it gives us a little help, but we still need SPF protection. And so whatever was on the market back then, I started using that. But once I saw a product that was SPF 30, I switched to that immediately, and that's what I use. And this is what it looks like. So then I will put this all over my face, except for not your eyes. Of course, you're moisturizing your eyes with that little container that I just showed you with the Q-tips, but just anywhere on your face other than that, on your neck, on your hands. And then, so I use that even before, if I just go out for a walk, I'm using this. And then when I take a shower, I put more on. So that's what I'm doing. And the only other thing I do in the morning is that's when I use a whitening toothpaste, Colgate. Their Optic White Advanced deeply whitens for up to 4 shades. Yeah, I don't know if it does all of that, but I definitely use it in the morning. And while I'm maybe trimming my protective style or something, I'm swishing with Crest Brilliance Whiter Teeth in 7 Days formula, which has fluoride plus hydrogen peroxide, because nothing ages you faster than having yellow teeth. And for a person who drinks coffee every day, you really have to be careful. And so that's my morning routine. And I don't have time 5 days a week because I'm working out. You know, I got to do my devotion, and then I got to be at the table at 8:30 ready to work. So that's what I'm doing. Hopefully that helps somebody out there come up with their own routine. You don't necessarily want to do what I'm doing, but you definitely want a formal routine that you follow day in and day out. That's how you get results. And also, since my hair's out, if anybody is wondering what it looks like, this is what it looks like, you know, from behind. And I don't know if I want to let my husband see it because he'll want me to go places, because it's very rare that I'm out like this. And so the next step would be for me to section this off into 4 sections, so I can, you know, start applying the hair dye. And then in between that, like during the week, if I have like gray spots that show up, I use the Magic Root Cover Up Temporary Spray. And I also use the Quick Cover. It's by Kiss. I get it off of Amazon. So I'll list all of these products in the description for anything that you guys might want to try. But that's all I had. And so I got to get busy so I won't punk out and not dye this hair, because I really want it to be, you know, for the most part dyed. So on Mother's Day, I'm not spraying it. And then also maybe I can get my butt in a pool and try to do some swimming, since, you know, the doctors and the physical therapists, they want me to do low impact stuff as often as possible. But that's all I have. If you have any questions, let me know. And I look forward to making more videos for you in the very near future. But until then, have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.